A leprechaun? What the fuck's a leprechaun? Drinking.
So I thought you just had some strange form.
Next to the bathroom, I would have a chamber.
My pretty little Galway girl.
You know, they used to draw porn on the wall.
Wear some green, I'll pinch ya.
A happy St. Patrick. You what? This is a really good thing that we're doing for society.
Hey, recording.
Am I in focus? You know I don't have eyes.
It looks like you're in focus.
Okay.
Of course, now I look like the asshole if you're not in focus, and I also don't have eyes.
You don't have eyes?
No, I have eyes, but it will look as though I don't have eyes if you're not in focus at this point.
Well, fair enough. Are you okay to do the intro? I don't want to hurt the feelings this time.
I think I can do it. Hey! Hey, gang! Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast.
What's going on, guys? Ryan Quigley from Bernie. Another episode of Ranky, Panky. If you haven't already, be sure to check out our last podcast, which I believe was Gus Bernie. If it's not, it's someone else or just us, and you should go check that out.
Yeah, why not?
And if you haven't already, make sure to please go and check out our other channel, 3 Ways to Survive. It's a funny, creepy horror thing starring Gus Bernie as well, so it's all fun.
Maybe if you like video games, you can go check us out on another fucking Let's Play.
I forgot about that one.
I know, that's our whole thing.
But I don't like that one.
I don't either.
Today we have something very special because we believe that this is coming out in March. If not, if we're late, we're late. If not, who cares? But happy St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, happy
St. Patrick's Day. Luck of the Irish. Clan O'Reilly.
Luck of the Irish.
Pip, pip, doodly doo.
Ooh, stepping time.
Stepping time. That's English, no?
Yeah, it is English.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today, we're allowed to say these things.
We're okay. I'm half Irish.
I'm half Ryan
but
Quigley.
You're like 100% culturally Irish.
Am I?
I
got my mother's
mixed.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And I got that on the side. be sure to see our Puerto Rican Day parade video. We're doing something called the silliest thing about Irish people. The silliest things Irish do.
Okay, so
it's basically we're making
here.
fun of Irish people because we can.
It's all in good fun, and we're going to rank like their most powerful assets too.
And this is the first one that I've designed. He has it.
I don't know anything about what I'm about to see. This could all be very offensive.
There's a couple jabs in there.
Starting off strong.
Irish jokes.
Oh, Irish jokes.
Sense of humor. The Irish humor. It's a dry.
Do you have like a go-to Irish joke? That
oh,
you want
well,
to give
I just saw Belfast. If you haven't seen Belfast already, sorry. I went to the doctor the other day. The doctor said, you only have 24 hours to live. I said, oh, that's terrible. Nothing terrible. Nothing more terrible
Nothing
you
worse
can tell
than
me.
that.
He said, well, actually, there's somewhere. He goes, what's that, doc? I goes, well, I was trying to get a hold of you since yesterday. Boom! It's just such clean writing.
Yeah.
And then there's another part of the movie. There's this drunk Irish lady, and she's on the side just screaming, oh, daddy boy, or whatever the fuck she's singing. And a guy comes next to her, and he goes, Mary, 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 I just want to know what you did with the money.
What money?
The money your mother gave you for singing lessons. Boom! It doesn't get better than that.
I think their sense of humor is arguably the strongest thing.
It's a very silly thing. I think we have a solid A tier on our hands.
Solid A tier. And so much of what I think British sense of humor is derived.
Wow, so it's shot at the English.
I know. That might be too far, but I know they take a lot of pride in their comedy. But I think it comes from the northern folk.
I don't know which one is north and south.
Here. What the hell is that?
The silliest thing you've ever seen? Going on a fucking Irish marches, St. Patrick's Day. The marches they do with the bagpipes and you walking down the street. You kidding me? That's the silliest thing I've ever seen.
This man couldn't be happier with himself. Look at the pride on his face. Oh my God. This is another top tier thing for me.
St. Patrick's Day, you do go about marching.
You go about walking around like this?
Yeah, and they have a scepter and they're wearing a big furry hat. There's nothing funnier. What do you have to say? Is it?
I think this is strong. Like a pride in wearing that.
Yeah.
That's like a fun time for me. I'm putting it in B. Yeah. It could arguably go up stronger,
right,
but I don't know.
It's going to be a tough list.
Moving on down.
How was that?
I don't know what that was. Now, is this alcoholism? What is
this?
Yeah,
it's drinking.
Drinking.
Now,
I could see this being a double-edged sword.
I don't think it's particularly silly, but it's part of the Irish thing. I love a drink. Love a beer, love a whiskey.
Sure.
As do I. Plancha.
Because this could be a weakness in that, like, okay, yeah, we've got a lot of...
Bring it in a tier.
But they've also got great tolerance.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Because silliest things.
Silly, I know
funny,
silliest things. I'm equating
I
them.
think this is just part of the game. I think this is a Tuesday for the Irish. I think the Irish say, of course we're drinking. I think
so it's not all that silly.
I think it's a C or a D, to tell you the truth.
Especially with a simple thing like a Guinness, because it's a D for drinking.
But the Irish they do love to party, but it's just.
But
it's
if this is just like regular for them,
Yeah,
I don't think. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's a Tuesday. Irish step dancing?
What on earth?
River dancing? Come on. That's so silly. It's so fucking silly. And where I grew up in Rockaway, if you were a girl and you went to Catholic school, boom, Irish step dancing with you.
You really? You had to go?
Yeah. Not me.
Wow.
I was a little fat.
You're not going to go.
No, but I'm saying Irish step dancing, that was the norm for them.
That was that you had to do, and you do the...
God forbid. Yeah, I know. God forbid the talent show came. Every other... about 7, 8, 9, 10 Irish step dancing girls.
Wow.
Yeah, brutal.
I went to high school, nobody did this. Nobody would have the balls to do something like that.
Yeah, you go to Rockaway, is every other house.
But we know, I'll show you what we did, because we did,
what are you going to show me?
Everybody did this in our talent shows. Like the... Do you know what I'm talking about? No. People know in the comments. That's a kind of dance.
The robot?
No, it's not the robot. It's like it's like all about slapping your arms.
Oh, step.
It's like step.
Yeah. I had my high school step team was featured on America's Got Talent.
No way.
100%. They were like, they had an episode about him too. Cool. They obviously didn't win. Also, the other thing, this is not a race thing. It's just true. Step team in my high school, 80% Filipino. 80, 90% Filipino. There might have been one or two like white or Hispanic dudes.
You can tell how bad white people are at step.
This is their version. Where is this for you?
I think this has got to be either B or A.
It's incredibly silly.
It's so fun.
Yeah, I think it might. Yeah,
you could make an argument for it going higher, but I'm prepared for sillier things.
Let's hold it at B for now.
My talent show at PPAS, that's where I went to school. It was called the PPAS Slam.
And a slam it was.
I went out. I did Mr. Cellophane from Chicago.
This
is just a regular Tuesday. What the hell is that?
What they're doing is he's singing. Maybe this is an incredibly Rockaway Irish thing.
Sure.
Every now and then, an old Irish guy will get too drunk and he'll start singing. Everybody start pounding the table. The Irish people, they get drunk and they start singing Irish pub songs.
What kind of pub songs are they? Or like
Finnegan's
Danny Boy?
Wake.
In my family is Irish, but we're like the waspy kind of Irish.
I don't know what that means.
The white kind of Irish, like the sad kind of Irish.
Oh, good, because I'm the black kind of Irish.
Whenever we get together, everybody sing, whoosh, there he goes. Yeah. When he'll come back, nobody knows. And that was the end of the song.
Now, every now and then,
this is going
we'll get no, nay, never. No, nay, never. No, yeah, whatever.
I think this is a silly thing. But
middle of the pack.
I don't think it holds a candle to some of this stuff.
Yeah, every now and then it can get a little uncomfortable, too.
Also, if it had been a funnier picture.
I think that's pretty funny.
I thought this was a funeral.
There's no difference between an Irish pub and a funeral.
There you are.
A brogue is pretty fucking funny. You see?
This was the first thing you could...
Don't challenge me for funnier pictures.
Speak with an Irish brogue. Is this like from somebody trying to teach you how to use it?
I think it's from a YouTube tutorial.
I see. Also, I think Irish have some of the best accents, too.
I love me an Irish brogue. But I don't know how silly it is, to tell you the truth.
I could make an argument. All of this stuff is sillier because it is supported by an Irish brogue.
Okay, so you're saying that it's integral.
Now, I don't know if that puts it lower on the list or higher on the list.
There is no silliness without the brogue.
Certainly not with the singing or the joke telling. Or this one's funny on its own.
Well, perhaps we isolate. We say, what if a dude was doing none of this, but he's just speaking in a brogue? How silly would it be? I'm saying D tier.
Wow.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put it in C for right now.
Okay.
And it might go down. I think the Irish brogue is really what makes some of this stuff funny.
It really is. One time I was in a bar and it was an Irish bartender, a lady.
Yeah.
And I was closing out and she looked at my car. She goes, Ryan, quickly. What are you doing leaving an Irish pub?
See, that's so funny because of the way she says it.
I know. Leprechauns! This is an S tier. A leprechaun? What the fuck's a leprechaun?
I didn't think you'd have the balls to put this.
Of course I have the balls to do it.
I didn't think you'd have the stones.
Leprechaun, it's a silly little bearded fairy who plays around in four-leaf clovers. He's dressed all in green, and he's on a hunt for gold.
But don't you feel, isn't there any regret in that it's just part of the mythology? Everybody's got like a strange mythology, don't you think?
I'm saying the Irish, I don't know if you could find much sillier than the leprechaun.
And you know there's different types of leprechauns, too. Did you know that?
Oh, God.
Well, the leprechauns are the fun ones. This isn't funny. Guys, please know this isn't funny. They're the fun ones, but you have chloricons. They're the drunk ones.
If I ever go solo on YouTube and start doing political video essays, That'll be my. That'll be. Did you see what Chloricon said about socialism today?
I'm willing to put him up there.
I think. Well, keep him an A right now, and then we'll find. We'll have a final say. We'll have a final say.
Okay. Moving on down. We're on the top 5. Oh,
Gaelic. Gaelic is very silly. So silly. In fact, I didn't want to be a historic. I didn't want to misrepresent. I didn't want to misrepresent anything.
You do forget about it sometimes. You're like, oh, it's its own
Gaelic
language.
Is incredibly crazy. Famous to difficult to pronounce, beautiful language of Irish, also sometimes called Gaelic. Whatever. Spoken, written. Whatever. 3 main dialects: Munster, Connacht, Ulster. How do you think this was pronounced?
Okay,
ready?
Sure.
Niamh.
Niamh.
How's that pronounced?
Niam.
Neve.
Neve?
It's pronounced Neve.
All right,
I knew a girl. I've never even heard this one. Caoimhe.
Caoimhe.
Yeah.
O-I-M-A. Oh, that's so many vowels.
It's pronounced Kava. Incredibly silly gimmick. Talk about a gimmick if there ever was one.
Is it sillier than all this other stuff?
No, I think it's...
Ultimately, it is just confused people writing trying to learn how to read.
I think it lives in E tier for now.
If we're looking at purely based on languages, it's up there. But it doesn't beat hieroglyphics.
Fair
Not
enough.
to offend any ancient Egyptian people in the chat.
We have a huge Egyptian audience.
I actually think we should go back to hieroglyphics. I think it was easier when we were just drawing little things of what we were doing.
Pictures.
Yeah, little pictures. Now I'm really offending people.
You know, they used to draw porn on the wall.
Number 9.
Ed Sheeran.
No!
Ed Sheeran makes the list, folks. Is he Irish even? I forgot. I think he's Irish.
He is Irish. Played the fiddle in an Irish band, but you... Oh, he's English.
He's English.
Because she fell in love with an English
All right, so
man.
I guess
All right, automatic
automatic F tier.
He's so good.
Galway girl. I hate Ed Sheeran.
You don't like Ed Sheeran?
He needs to go to bed.
He needs to go to bed?
He needs to go to bed. It's time. Wrap it up, Ed Sheeran.
My pretty little Galway girl.
The one that... Oh, this is interesting.
That's
this is
the crisps.
This is the educational tidbit. The Irish invented flavored potato chips.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. You want to hear more?
I don't think we need to. Tell me how.
Well, you know, everybody's heard of Joseph Spud Murphy. The inventor of the flavored potato chip, I tell you. In the 1950s, Murphy...
Everybody's heard of Joseph Spud Murphy.
Everybody has. Because in the 1950s, you know what he did? He grew tired of just salted
killed a
chips.
man.
He grew tired of just salted chips and invented the first cheese and onion flavored chip. Ooh. He was a millionaire by the time the 1960s rolled around because the rest of the world loved him just as much as him.
You see where I'm placing this? No, I like that.
But yeah, so that's an E tier. Just an educational tidbit.
It is. I like it though. I like. So cheese and onion was the first flavor.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Thanks, Spud. What if we start calling you Spud?
What?
You're gonna really love this. The Blarney Stone. You're familiar with the Blarney Stone?
Of course I know that this is the Blarney Stone.
It's the Blarney Stone. You travel up the mountain into the castle, and then you go and they hang you upside down. You kiss the stone. Do you know why you kiss the stone?
I never knew why.
Because you get the gift of gab.
Oh, it teaches you how to talk?
I guess so.
I hope there are better ways of doing this.
But I'm saying, talk about a silly thing.
Why do you have to be hung upside down?
I don't know. Why you don't just lean over and give it a smooch?
Blarney Stone. Where is the Blarney Stone?
Also, I've never been there. It's in Ireland, I think. But
one would know.
I want to know how much this guy is paid per hour to hang people over the side of a mountain.
You know this is a volunteer job.
No, I think he's a tour guide. I think somebody's late for his shift right now.
I go one step further. I think this guy's been there all night. And he's the paramedic. I think that's got to go pretty high, huh?
Right, but who you taking out?
Who do we move around?
Or are you calling it an A for now? Because we have our top.
I know.
Is it a top 3?
I think put it in B.
And who's moving up to A? Irish step dancing or the marching band?
Irish step dancing moves up to A.
Okay.
And leprechauns move up to S.
Well, you got to save the S to the end of the video. The people.
Well, but everybody knows that it's gonna be. Well, maybe not.
Who knows? Who are? Don't pigeonhole me. Yeah.
All right, so we've got these. Remember, gang, 1 S and 1 F.
That's right.
Those are the rules.
And somebody's already been disqualified.
And the last one is.
I forget what it was. Sunburn. Yeah. How about this guy? Irish. Hey man, I have the Irish skin. I have a weird sunburn. That's an Irish thing if there ever was one.
This is too full. Why I think this is so funny. Obviously, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
2, while I was setting things up, I saw it down here. You had it already downloaded, but I forgot that this was where your downloads were. So I thought you just had some strange porn.
I just love sunburnt guys.
I was like, I'm gonna be as polite as I can be. And not mention it.
That's a true friend. Irish people, they could go outside for 10 minutes and come out as if with sun poisoning. My father, one time we went on a trip to Cancun.
Yeah.
He brought a case of sunscreen and we finished it.
And he still got burned? Did he still get burned now?
I think he was all right, but my father,
it's upsetting.
My dad's invention
is
he says if you go to a water park, right, a smart invention would just be a pool of sunscreen that you can dip yourself in briefly. You could just dive in quickly, come out, you're all sunscreened.
Oh, and you know it's full of shit.
My dad's other invention. My dad's kind of disgusting. He said if I had become a billionaire, next to the bathroom, I would have a chamber. You come out of the shower, and it's just, it air dries you. You step into the chamber, you close the door, you can control the strength of the wind and the temperature, and a towel never touches you.
Oh, that's so good. I really like that, because if you spin... This is a big Ranky Panky for physical comedy. Gosh, I don't know what to do. This is making me laugh so much. I want it to be higher up.
Do you want it to replace brogue?
Maybe it needs to replace brogue.
In C. Sunburns are pretty silly. But don't tell an Irish person that.
Okay.
But it's pretty silly.
Here we are.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. What do we want to move up to S? Do we want to? It's got to be a leprechaun.
It's
right?
Leprechaun is the S. Irish step dancing is so fucking ridiculous. And you ever see them? It's actually quite impressive if you ever see it.
I've seen it, and I think it's amazing.
Oh my god.
It's amazing when they're really good at it.
Seriously.
But I've also seen so many people that are not good at it.
No, I know. It's terrible.
I think this all makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Bad because Ed Sheeran is objectively very silly.
He's silly.
But I don't know if we can count him because he's not
Irish.
was
when we do the English list.
Ed Sheeran, Irish. Irish? Don't let yourself be fooled by the red hair and striking beard. Ed Sheeran is not Irish.
He's not. I think it's his fault for not clearing that up earlier.
I think that really is his fault.
I would like him infinitely more if he was Irish.
No, I've changed on him now.
So
Look how fast I'll turn on something.
On the Irish list, he belongs in the F. I like the song. It goes, it's just under the upper hand.
Laying down for a couple grand.
I like that one. I don't like any other.
Outside. Do that. I'll do that one. Let's see. Sheep. That's like a big thing.
I don't what. So you're gonna bring in sheep to replace Ed Sheeran in the F tier?
You think sheep are going to an F tier?
Sheep are inherently Irish for you?
I always felt like they were Irish. Do you have one that you missed out on?
I brought in the potato chips. I was gonna have a separate one for just taters.
Just taters. Oh well, we're forgetting the most important one.
What's that?
The potato famine.
We're really gonna call the potato famine silly?
I think it lives down here.
What is this image?
It's two very starved Irish children.
They're children?
It looks like this is a wee little lad. I don't know. A lad.
A lad and a lass.
Now it's sad. I feel bad about it now.
Yeah, no. Put it behind the layer. Delete it.
We're gonna put. We're gonna keep that for the next ranking.
Exactly. But no, it'll always be there. We'll never forget.
I think this is a great festive holiday one that we've done here. I'm very proud of what we've done.
You think we'll get any good luck from it?
Oh, I think we'll find a pot of gold under our pillows tonight.
You get drunk on St. Paddy's Day?
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. You want to come to Rockaway?
Yeah. I'd like to spend more time with your family.
If you haven't already, please give a like if this did anything for you. If you haven't already, subscribe as well. And again, go to check out our other channels, 3 Ways to Survive, and or another fucking Let's Play for either horror or video game content. We love you.
We love you. Tell us what we did wrong in the comments. Tell us what we did right in the comments.
Irish people, yell at us. Tell us how we're wrong.
Tell us what you think we're missing.
And we hope you have a Saint Happy Day.
A Saint Happy Day. Wear some green. I'll pinch you.
A happy St. Patrick. What? Oh. Happy St. Paddy's Day, guys. Bye. This is a really good thing that we're doing for society.
Some green, I'll pinch you. That's what you're supposed to do, isn't it?